Welcome, listener, to this deep dive. Today we're looking into Polly Jones's book, The Up and Down Life, The Truth About Bipolar. And this isn't just a clinical look. It's really about getting into the raw, honest reality of living with this condition. We want to unpack the highs, the lows, and maybe some of the hidden parts, too.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think the common understanding, it sort of oversimplifies bipolar, doesn't it? Just mood swings. What Jones does so well is break it down beyond that. He shows it as this really deep personal experience, physical, cognitive, emotional, the whole lot.
Okay, so let's start there. The ups and downs. How does he portray them?
Well, the ups, the manic episodes. It's not just high energy. Jones describes it more like an expansive self-delusion almost. You know, where great ideas and, frankly, disastrous financial decisions can look exactly the same. There's this feeling of power, but it's coupled with a real blind spot for what might happen next, a loss of foresight.
That's a really key point. That feeling of genius he talks about, the confidence.
Yeah.
It makes it incredibly hard to see the risk, right?
Right.
It's less about making bad choices and more about being disconnected from the idea of long-term consequences.
Precisely. And then the flip side, the downs. He plunges you right into them. And these depressive episodes, they're not just feeling sad. Jones paints a picture of like a cognitive shutdown, psychomotor retardation, he calls it. Meaning simple things, choosing what to wear, deciding what to eat become monumental tasks. It's this crushing weight and inability to feel pleasure, sometimes even to move easily. Self-care becomes this huge daily fight. Hedonia, you know, joy just isn't there.
So it's way beyond that simple roller coaster idea. It fundamentally changes how you exist day to day. Jones really shows how that unpredictability puts a massive strain on relationships, on just trying to live a consistent life.
Yeah, it forces you to see bipolar not as just these separate episodes, good or bad, but as something that really shapes identity, choices, self-worth even.
Okay, so after painting that really vivid picture, where does he go? How does he talk about navigating this?
Right, that's the crucial next step. He talks about management. And yes, medication, therapy vital, absolutely. But he puts a huge emphasis on self-awareness, like really understanding your specific triggers, your patterns, not just textbook examples.
So getting personal with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And building your support system, your routines, mindfulness, all built around that personal insight. It's about taking back some control based on knowing yourself.
And I think what Jones really hammers home is that bipolar is a spectrum. It's not just on or off, up or down. Living with it takes resilience, constant insight, and solid support. It's more than just medication. He's clear that while those highs can feel good, almost addictive, that awareness is what stops them becoming destructive. And the depression. It's real, it's heavy, it needs compassion, sure, but also strategy, a plan.
Which leads to, I think, a really important point Jones makes. He identifies stigma, misunderstanding. Sometimes those are more damaging than the condition itself. He sees openness, dialogue as the way forward.
The antidote, yeah.
So maybe a thought for you, the listener, to take away from this deep dive. Jones talks about individual coping, which is essential, but what if we focused more on societal dialogue? On education, how might genuinely changing the collective understanding, not just individual strategies, fundamentally shift the experience for people living with bipolar disorder? Something to think about.
This video is presented by International Psychology Association.